What's my fantastic squad? It's boy Sad Tech one. Y'all see the title, man. We got the Eagles. Can the Eagles get exposed by 9? I just got done reacting to Cowboys Seahawks. But you know bro, I cannot wait for Sunday, bro. Y'all don't understand how bad we gonna beat y'all Eagles. Y'all really don't understand, bro. Like, Vegas got y'all 3 points underdogs, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, Vegas is never wrong. I don't know if I want to react to this video or this video, cause I mess with this crew, but I feel like she gonna be biased with Shady. She be always sticking with Shady, bro. Let's be real. Whatever Shady said, I agree with Shady. Okay, like okay, but I'm excited, bro. I'm so Eagles. Y'all should have lost last 2 games, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Lost one of them, and this game would have been for first seed, bro. But the fact that y'all, y'all won back-to-back good, I'm gonna give it to y'all. Y'all road has been like low-key harder. Like y'all beat some good ass teams though. I ain't gonna lie, Chiefs, Bills, Dolphins, but none of them are the Niners, bro. We're gonna see, man. We've been dog walking everybody, just sweeping everybody. But let's get into it, bro. Let's see what these boys gotta say. Can the Eagles get exposed on Sunday? I mean, both teams can get exposed if we're being real. If the Eagles come out, beat us by like 15-20, the whole NFC shit, the whole Austin talking shit, you just got exposed, bro. You lost. They knocked our quarterback out. Then the next time you played them, your quarterback was healthy, and they beat you by 15-20. So Eagles could expose the Niners. And of course, the Niners could expose the Eagles. Like say, oh yeah, we told y'all, but we would have beat you in the NFC Championship. Brock Purdy ain't get healthy if he was healthy. So all I'm gonna say is both teams could get exposed. But hey, this is gonna be a good ass game, bro. I heard it's gonna rain though. Hey, I don't know how I feel about Brock Purdy in the rain though. Like,
you're gonna disagree with me? Why? Because we've already talked about it off camera.
Hey, yo, relax.
Bring it on camera. I believe that the Eagles can get exposed by the Niners.
I feel you.
On Sunday. I am not saying that they will.
They will.
They can.
They will. Y'all defense is shaking, Eagles.
Week 4 of the season when
y'all defense is shaking. You best believe Kyle gonna be cooking up them DBs.
He said, look, everybody feels we need to play better, myself included. I remember a week later when Jalen Hurts said we haven't played our best ball. I know that.
I feel like they've been saying that shit since, like, literally, look, September 20th. They've said this shit from the week, like, since week 1. Maybe this is y'all best ball, bro. Let's be real. Y'all not the same team as last year. Last year, y'all was dominant, but I'm not gonna say, but last year, y'all, I don't think y'all beat the Eagles or Dolphins. Like, y'all, like, I don't think y'all beat the Dolphins, Chiefs, Bills all in one season last year, but like, I think y'all schedule last year was easier, but y'all was more dominant. I think it's more so your OC and DC being gone, bro. Like, how many sacks y'all D-line got? And guys close to 70 like y'all did last year. Like, let's be real.
He knows that. Jalen Hurts knows that. I don't believe any team outside of the San Francisco 49ers can actually expose the fact that the Eagles are not playing great football. They are still...
Hey, but question of the day. My bad. Question of the day. I just asked this in the Cowboys video. If you're a GM, no bias, who would y'all rather take? Like, you gotta rank the 3. DK, AJ, or CD. Like, rank the 3 and who you would draft if you're a GM to start a fresh-ass team.
But not playing great football, the Niners have the ability to expose that. Because the 49ers are very, very, very simple. They're bust or blowout. They either will lose or they will blow you out, and it's not going to be very fun.
Not going to be fun.
The games the Niners have won, only one has been by single digits. Every other game, get off the field.
I think that one was that's against the Rams when they kicked I remember that shit because they kicked the field goal to cut it to 7 points with the time running out. I remember that shit.
Hey, Dallas
I remember that shit. Sean McVay trying to cover and shit.
Get off the field. The Niners are bust or they are blowout. The Eagles will either win this game or the Niners will expose the fact that the Eagles haven't been playing their best ball, and finally it will catch up to them. Bills almost did it. They almost did. The Chiefs almost
y'all
did it.
Bills, man. God damn, y'all one job. Finish the game, bro. Golly.
I just want to ask you one question. So, if the Bills or the Chiefs
yes, sir,
beat the Eagles, They exposed them,
Beat? No, sir.
but they beat them bad.
If they blew them out, they would have exposed them. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna disagree. I don't think that the Eagles or the Niners can be exposed, no matter what the points margin is. When you talk about two elite football,
I mean, the whole offseason would be exposed, in my opinion. If the Niners get blown out, that whole Brock Purdy was hurt. I know it's a different game and shit, but like a lot of the same teams, actually, a lot of the same players. Actually, we lost at DC and shit. Okay, but they lost at DC and OC. We took one of the best players in our game. They got Jalen Carter, so like a lot of shit could go wrong.
teams, how can they be exposed? Let's say the Eagles get blown out by I'm gonna go the other way. Let's say the Niners get blown out by 30 points. What does that mean though? Because
Good. Go ahead. Good.
Because I watch people on this desk, my boy to the left, and I watch people on TV and the fans talk bad about the Niners when they weren't playing well. Now they're playing well, so they can expose the Eagles. You can't expose championship caliber football teams. I'll give you an example. When I was 2020, when I was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady, one of the greats of all time, the best football player we've seen, we got exposed, I guess, in your words. Because we got smoked by the Saints.
38
I
to
remember
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I did. I remember that.
Okay, so my thing is in football.
But the thing with that is, I mean, no one really thought the Saints were like competitors. Like you marked both teams circle this shit start of the season, bro. And if you get blown out by 30 either side, it's a bad look, my boy. That's a bad look. Cause everybody circled this game, bro. Like it's not a regular ass game. Like Saints versus Bucks that year, bro. People really think Saints did they have Drew Brees that year? No, they did not have Drew Brees that year. So Saints really wasn't a contender. It was just another regular season game, and they just got exposed. But like they just got beat down. I'm not saying exposed. They got beat down.
Getting out coached. Hall of Fame quarterback Tom Brady made a wrong read. Leonard Fournette might have fumbled the ball. Anything can happen. It's football. You play against top teams. And then one thing about playing two good teams, if one team is slipping, they're playing bad, the other team is really good. They'll capitalize on it, right? And that makes the blowouts. But that don't mean you can't win a championship. And if I win a championship, how can I be exposed? If I'm a champion, how can I be exposed? So when we went when we got our trophy and our rings and all that, you think the Saints said, yeah, we exposed them in week whatever that was?
Yeah.
That don't even make sense. We champions, you expose us? You know what? I'll let y'all take it. I'll let y'all. If you expose
I
a
agree with
champion,
Shady. I agree with Shady though.
Well, see, I think you're going off of season. I'm going off a week.
Oh, okay.
If one of these teams get blown out, you have been exposed by that other team because we label you two as the two best teams in football.
Yeah,
and if you go out here as the two best teams in football and one of you guys get blown out, you have been exposed. You are not on our level. This is different over here at the link. Or this is different over here with Brock Purdy. You have been exposed, period. I'm not saying this is not change. This game will not change any of these teams' Super Bowl hopes. But for this week, if you get blown out, if the Niners blow the Eagles out, you have been exposed. The Eagles have not blown nobody out all season long. The Eagles have found ways to win close games, but they are not playing as good as the 49ers. And then if you are going to get blown out by the Niners, there ain't no coming back. The Niners ain't going to give up no lead. You have been exposed. If it goes the other way, the Niners coming in here with their quarterback, 3-game winning streak, whatever it may be, playing good on both sides of the ball, and you get beat down for this week, Shady, you are exposed. You are not as good as us. These are the two best teams. This is the two best teams. I'm going to say the two best. If you get blown out either team, you have been exposed for this week.
Give me your anecdotal story. Shady gave us his. He won a championship in 2020 with the 2021 with the Bucks. Lost 8-3 with the Saints. He says they didn't get exposed. You were on a 6-0 team with the Packers. You played a 6-0 Broncos team. You felt as though you did get exposed. Give me the other side of the coin.
Yeah, we played a 6-0 Broncos team, going up in there feeling good about ourselves, feeling like we was finna beat the
that's
brakes
a
off.
fucking flex, bro. These boys on here sitting talking about their days, bro. Oh my god, the league. Hey, that's W, bro. These boys talking about their experiences, winning championships, getting exposed. Like, bro, they were both good ass careers, bro.
Them, and they whooped us. And we walked off of that field getting exposed like we are not as good as them. They went on to win the Super Bowl. But walking off that field, at least me, I won't speak for the rest of my teammates, but at least me, I felt like we are not on the level of this football team that just beat the brakes off us. For this week, I'm not saying I left the stadium like, man, we ain't gonna win no championship, but I knew we are not on the level of them.
Right,
period.
yeah.
At this stage of the season, we are not on the level. For this week, we are not on the level of Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware and Aqib Talib and Chris Harris. We ain't on their level. They are playing at a whole different level. And that's what this game means. Y'all ain't on our level, especially if it's a blowout. You have been exposed.
I might put
y'all
money on the Eagles
and
just to get them bad luck. You know what I'm saying?
You know, y'all better hope y'all don't see us again. That's what this game is going to say.
So if y'all play 10 times, they blow y'all out every time?
Walking off that field, yes. I think they clearly were the better football team than us that day, especially the way they beat us. It wasn't even close, Shady.
I guess we played in 2 different leagues. I don't know. I disagree that, but I could be wrong. I don't know everything.
I've been in the business since 2007.
Sheesh, damn.
I have an honorary doctorate for what I've accomplished in the business. I've hosted 3 network television shows, been at Fox Sports 1 for 8 years.
Yeah.
God damn, she's flexing.
A bad show, I got exposed. I mean, your resume don't mean anything.
Show. Bad
Yeah,
show.
it gotta mean-
Hey, yo, what? A bad show? What? That's the difference between playing one team once a year. Like, bro, we're not gonna play the Eagles unless we play them in the playoffs again. Like, you don't play.
I'm with Shady. Exposed is a real. I mean, if you tell me like you got exposed, like
exposed?
damn,
You a fraud.
I'm a fraud. Like I don't have no substance whatsoever. I'm like, yo, you see how they expose them? Like that feels like.
Did I not tell you she gonna agree with Shady, bro?
Man, you gotta come back from that.
Yeah.
If the Niners expose the Eagles, they beat them by whatever, they blow them out by any
21,
number, whatever,
22.
they blow them out, and then next week they get blown out by Seattle. Did Seattle expose the Niners? Because the Niners just exposed the Eagles, and then so on and so forth until the end of time.
No.
What you do and
No.
what your resume is and what your consistency is, what you consistently do has to matter. It is the NFL. This is the best of the best. If the Eagles lose to the Niners or the Niners lose to the Eagles, none of us are going to
Not
come in
talking
here the
about
next
losing.
week thinking either of these teams aren't capable of getting to the NFC Championship game or winning it. This is why I push back on everything that we talk about with Dallas with them not beating anybody. I don't care. It matters to me what perennially contending teams do in the postseason. I understand. I might be a little different like that. I care about the legacy. I care about what you do when it matters. Once you've reached a certain level, there's a core 4 for me right now. The Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Niners, the Eagles. They have reputations. They have built equity with me.
Yes,
That means week to week, I don't need to fly off the handle about your performance. Like Shady said, when you're playing 2 good teams are playing.
Nah, I want that first seed, bro. This matchup means a lot to me. I want that first seed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
One
want
good
that
team
first seed.
has a bad day. That other good team doesn't have a bad day. They're going to take advantage of every mistake. You turn it over, they're going to score. You make a bad read, they're going to intercept it because
and the
they're
Eagles
good
are
on
coming
good.
off of 2 crazy close ass games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Eagles played Monday night against Chiefs, grinded out game. They was exhausted. Came back, played the Bills, fucking overtime. They exhausted a lot of energy. We come off a 10-day rest, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I get hesitant about saying, however, the outcome of this game is not going to change my opinion dramatically.
Right.
Will I say, okay, maybe the Niners are playing better football right now than the Eagles? Will I say, okay, maybe the Eagles are actually capable of beating anyone on any day, whether they play well or play good or whatever? But to say it's going to expose
I ain't gonna
them
lie.
to-
If they go 3-0 with that fucking... If they beat the Chiefs, Bills, Niners, yo, that's actually crazy, bro. And then they play the Cowboys next week. If they beat the Cowboys again, like that's like 5. Oh my god! And I ain't gonna lie, Eagles, that's gonna be a crazy ass saying
they're
right there.
not as good
Y'all can say we
as
beat the
think
Cowboys,
they are, and I think
Chiefs,
the Eagles have
Bills,
done enough this season. I think the Niners have done
Cowboys,
enough this season.
yeah,
I think Shanahan has done enough. I think Nick Sirianni has done enough. Just Jalen Hurts has done enough. That 1 week of bad play for whatever reason is not going to make me feel like they're not capable of doing everything that I think they're capable of. And the same for the Niners.
I think that's fair. I love this show because I love respecting other people's thoughts. I think it's fair. I think the way Shady feels and the way Joy feels, I think it's 1,000% fair. Now, I lean on the side of James. Like, I'm with you as like, if a team is great, I don't think they get blown out. And a blowout to me isn't just about a scoreboard. To me, a blowout is more so about, like, also how did it look? When Shady played that 38-3 game, I was an analyst at the time he was on the field. The Bucs weren't that good. To me, the Bucks won 8 straight games in order to win a Super Bowl. You were there. You were in the forest. I'm standing outside looking at it. 8 straight. They got a lot better. As an analyst, as a player, you know way better than I inside the locker room. No, early on in the season, no. I believe the Saints beat y'all twice in the regular season. Y'all went back and beat them in the playoffs en route to winning a Super Bowl. So I didn't think the Bucks were that good early on. Shouldn't have been. Antonio Brown was acquired in the middle of the season. Lenny Fournette was acquired in the offseason. Tom Brady had just showed up. Rob Gronkowski there. B.A. is a completely different head coach than Bill Belichick. Bruce Arians, completely different coach than Bill Belichick, so shouldn't have been. But if the Niners blow out the Eagles, I think I will look and be like, they've been finding ways to win. The main thing is the main thing, but them other things finally matter.
But if you do it that way, you can never be wrong.
That's enough.
Elaborate.
If you say, like, okay, when they lost at this point in the season, they weren't the same team that they were at this point in the season, then you're always right. Because you're just saying that this is a different team, that they were a different team when they won the championship than they were when they played the Saints. And maybe you did add a piece or two. But, like, then you could always be right. This is like, it's just never the same team.
Because the Eagles are 10-1. They own their stride. They're not gonna add any more players. They can add Darius Leonard though. I'm not gonna lie. They can add Darius Leonard, but is that really AB? Is that really Gronkowski? Is that really Fournette? Is that really Brady in his first year? Like, they keep saying Eagles keep saying they haven't played their best ball. What is their best ball? Like, this might be their best ball.
You said that when we won a championship, we were a great team then?
Yes. But here's my thought process. Okay. Here's my thought process. Number one, and correct me if I'm wrong, Andy, I might need your help off camera.
I can help him out too.
Antonio Brown, when did he arrive?
He had this little suspension. Yeah, he got the fifth game, something like that.
I believe on the field, Antonio Brown is a first ballot Hall of Fame talent.
No question.
So I believe adding Antonio Brown to a Buccaneers team, they are not the same team. I also believe Antonio Brown scored in the Super Bowl. So in the most important game, he also once again proved his value. So quite literally, Antonio Brown, his first game being Week 9, I do believe that they were literally a different team.
So one player made us a great team to win the Super Bowl. That's what you're telling me?
I think in addition to getting better, I think it helped. Now, really what I think is this. Like, I really think that unless you get significantly better, then that exposure means something to me. The Dallas Cowboys, until I see them beat a really good team, the fact that the Niners blew them out, that means something. Until I see the Dolphins beat a good team, the fact that the Bills blew them out, that means something.
Talk to him.
That's where I stand.
Okay. But see, for me though, like I said, for me, I'm week to week. If you get blown out this week, any one of these teams, you have been exposed. It's just like if you're a receiver. If I'm going up against Darrelle Revis and I'm having a heck of a year and this dude is a lockdown corner and I go out here and have 7 targets for 1 catch for 8 yards, that's exposed. That's him D'ing me up. So for me,
he gave you that. I said, whoa.
It's exposed. That's him D'ing.
Hey, I'm on camera, Shady. You on live TV. You was like, oh, whoa.
So for me, player to player, he got the best of me that week, and I've been exposed. Does that mean I ain't gonna come back next week and ball, or does that mean my season is over? No. But for that week, I have been exposed. We talking about a blowout, Shady.
All right, so let me just give you my point of view on this. So like, exposed is somebody like Tim Tebow, right? He's really great in college. Gets to the league. You see what he really is.
Hey, why Tim Tebow catch it? It's straight, bro.
Would you agree with that? That's being exposed.
Well,
you a fraud. No. You a first round. All these stats, all these trophies.
Why come on,
Jimmy,
like that?
Johnny Football.
Okay.
Right?
Johnny Manziel,
exposed.
That's cool.
Right? That's being exposed. But you telling me if I'm a dog and I'm hold on. If I'm a great player, right? And I go against Urlacher, right? He did well. Urlacher was Urlacher, and he had a great game against me.
Yeah.
Is LaShawn McCoy exposed because he had a bad game against somebody great? And then I go against Ray Lewis and I go at him and I do him up. You see what I'm saying? We talking about the elite of the elite, and you've been in games where we're a really, really good team, and one thing happens bad. Then something else happened bad. Then it keeps rolling.
Yeah.
Drop pass. Deshaun Jackson beats the dude deep. He's gonna catch that. He drops it.
Yeah.
I fumble the ball. Like you've been part of that. So when you telling me like one game can make you exposed sounds crazy because I've been on teams where you ball out, right? And these things don't happen. Or we played teams that was really, really good on tape. We watch them on tape like, yo, these boys is nice. We whoop them bad. They not exposed. They had a bad game. If you keep getting blown every game, okay, cool. Like the Giants. But last example, I'm done. Last year, right, however you felt about them, they was winning some games they shouldn't have won. They was a bad team. They went all the way to the playoffs. That's why we said Brian Daboll is a hell of a coach.
I don't know how you want
this year. You can say they got exposed because Danny Jones, right, gets all this money because they went to the playoffs. People was like, he might be decent. He might be better than we thought. That's what everybody was saying. He was trash before that. Trash. He gets to Brian Daboll. He might be kind of good. Let's pay him some money. And then when they paid him, I was like, they tripping. But some people say, I'm sure you tripping because he has some potential. We get to this season, he's exposed because this is that's what I'm saying. So when I break this thing down, it's like when you tell me two great teams, if one of them get blown out, they get exposed. Yeah, see, sounds crazy.
Subscribe here to get the
crazy.
latest.
Sounds crazy. I mean, I said what I said. They said what they said, but Sunday I cannot wait. But we out here, man.